Newly issued by the National Weather Service, a tornado warning for northern Mason and Fulton counties until 1:45 this afternoon. We've been keeping an eye all morning, all afternoon on this line of storms. Radar continues to indicate very healthy rotation. This storm has been moving to the east between 35 and 40 miles per hour. If that continues at its current path and speed, they'll end up in Vermont at 12:48, Lewiston 104. If you're in Liverpool, the storm will be there at 1:18. Topeka, the storm will be here at 1:30, and Manitou. This storm is going to be on your doorstep at 1:37 this afternoon. So go ahead, seek shelter now if you're in Lewiston, Vermont, and you even have time in Canton. That storm is probably about 30 miles to your west, but that is heading in your direction between 35 and 40 miles per hour. This is the velocity data that we've been eyeing, the rotation of the storm. If there even is a tornado, which chances are pretty high, it is going to be just west of you now in Table Grove and to the northwest of you in Vermont. This is where the possible tornado is going to be at with this storm. So places impacted again. Manitou, we definitely have the most time to seek shelter, so we're pretty far out ahead of that storm. That will be there at 1:37. But areas closer to this tornado warned storm include Vermont, Lewiston, Canton, Marietta. We are closer to the storm as well. So what you got to do is to get to the lowest, most interior portion of your home, your business. The key is to stay as far away from windows as possible. You get caught up in the flying debris, that alone could be very bad situation there. There's the rotation. It is just west of us in Table Grove. Again, that storm is tracking on through Fulton County right now. The rest of the area, we are in the tornado watch now through 6 o'clock this afternoon as we continue to monitor this line of storms that evolved west near the Mississippi River, and that it's all been jogging to the east. Storms have been moving east-northeast between 30 to 40 miles per hour. But currently eastern McDonough County, Fulton County now, and northern Mason County, we are under the gun for this tornado warning. The National Weather Service is going for this until 1:45 this afternoon. So if there is a tornado, it's going to be just to the northwest of us in Vermont, west of us in Table Grove. Table Grove, you really need to be seeking shelter now. Please get to your safe spot. Possible tornado with this storm. The radar has not yet stopped scanning. Very strong rotation with this tornado warned storm. So that's why the National Weather Service is keeping this going through 1:45 this afternoon. If you're in Fulton, northern Mason County, and eastern McDonough County, possible tornado with this storm. Please get as far away from windows as possible. If you're in a building that does not have a basement, you need to get to the most centralized portion of whatever building you're in and try to cover your head to protect yourself from possible flying debris. The storm will arrive in Liverpool at 1:18 this afternoon. Topeka, 1:30. Manitou, we still have time to get to our safe place. The storm is coming at us between 35 and 40 miles per hour. Therefore, it will be on our doorstep at 1:37 this afternoon. Lewiston, we are the closest to the storm. The storm's arrival will be here shortly after 1 o'clock. I'm going to step off, see what the updates are. Anytime I hear the buzz go off on my computer, I know there is an update possibly. So let's see. Nope, I'm not seeing any updates at this time. So that is a really good thing. Let's go back to the velocity data here and see if maybe we're finding any debris with our other radar products here. So I'm not seeing so much anything there. Rotation does continue to tighten. So in addition to the tightening rotation, possible tornado, we are also finding hail, damaging winds just alone from this storm. So if you are caught in the path of this, as rotation continues to tighten there near Table Grove, please go ahead. If you're outside, you really need to be coming back inside as quickly as possible. There is most definitely I mean, nothing confirmed at this time, but there's a good possibility there is a tornado with the storm right now in Table Grove on the McDonough County line, Fulton County line. That's where the storm is at right now. Current path speed is taking this through Lewiston at 118 this afternoon, Manitou 137. So again, the warned areas include eastern McDonough, Fulton, and northern Mason counties. We are in this tornado warning through 1:45 this afternoon, and the time right now is 12:51. A haul late morning and early afternoon. This storm has not let up in terms of rotation. So that's exactly why the National Weather Service is keeping on with this tornado warned storm until 1:45. So this is where the rotation's at. This is where we can see it's tightening up. Anytime you get the bright reds and greens that close together, that is where you have the possible tornado with this storm. And at this point, it is right here in Table Grove or along Route 136 in far western Fulton County. This is where the tornado is possibly at this time. And this is all involved with that line of storms. A lot of lightning there. We're getting hail. We're getting damaging winds alone, besides the fact from the possible tornado. So this is a very serious thing here right now for eastern McDonough, northern Mason, and Fulton counties through 1:45 this afternoon. So again, some of the more populated towns in the path of this storm include Lewiston, Liverpool. The storm will be there at 1:18. Topeka 1:30. Manitou 1:37. That's if the storm continues moving to the east at around 40 miles per hour. So far, it's been moving anywhere between 30 to 40 miles per hour. Latest radar scan there with the velocity, it's definitely tightening up there. We see the bright reds next to the greens. That's the rotation. That's the possible tornado right now over Table Grove. Eastward movement along the McDonough-Fulton County line. The rest of the area, we're still in this tornado watch through 6 o'clock this evening. As in addition to the hail, the damaging wind threats, tornadoes, as already is evident early this afternoon. This line of storms extends just south of Galesburg back through Fulton and Schuyler counties. Where the severe warned part is at, that is just now crossing the McDonough-Fulton County line. That's where we find the tornado warnings now through 1:45. So Lewiston, Topeka, and Manitou, we still have enough time, just giving you a heads up now. If you're working, you're doing anything outside, go ahead, bring that back inside right now. Places that really need to be seeking shelter as soon as possible include Lewiston and Liverpool. We are closer to that area of possible tornado. Radar is highly evident of that, as you can see with more and more of the radar scans we get. That's becoming tighter and tighter rotation. Still sitting over Table Grove, just north of us in Vermont, right along Route 136, and that's been tracking to the east. I'm going to step off screen, readjust some of these graphics over here, see if there are any updates as far as these warnings go. Fulton, Mason County. Chris Yates is also joining me now. He has his workspace set up over on Max 2, so whenever...
yeah, thanks, Lauren. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Just keep it up on Max.
Keep it up on Max 1?
Yeah,
All right.
Max 1 for now.
Got it.
We're going to gradually change over here. But yeah, it's rotation starting to tighten up a little bit.